Today's episode is brought to you by Calm. Calm is going to get you relaxed. Unlike this podcast. All right, now let's jump into the show. Hello, everybody. It's time for Crendor.
This is Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's the Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. It's time for another exciting episode of Cax and Crendor in the morning.
Yo, what's up?
Hey. Yo.
What's up? Yo.
Hey.
What's up?
Yo.
What's up? Hey.
You had like a great beat there, and I ruined it.
A little bit, yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? That's just life. How you doing?
I am doing great. I finally deleted Hinge.
Thank God.
The goof went on as long as it could. I don't know if it was at some point this last week I deleted it, but up until then, there were 3 or 4 people that messaged me, and they seemed like nice people, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll try this seriously. Screw it, I've been goofing on this thing. I might give it a shot. And so I started talking to these people, and one by one, I got bored of them, which I think says a lot about me, but
Yep.
The conversations were just a lot of like them asking me a question, I'd ask them a question back. They'd answer in one sentence, then ask me a question. I'm like, I'm trying real hard to have an actual conversation with you, and you're just asking me questions. And then this one woman wouldn't ever ask me a question. I'd just be like, yeah, I'd talk about myself, and I'd be like, so what about you? And she just changed the subject. It's like, all right, well, that's weird. And then another woman was just, yeah, everything's fine here. I'm just kind of bored. You know, I haven't been on a date in a while, and I'm thinking maybe now's the time to go date. I'm like, hey, you know what? I would love to go on a date. And she's like, okay, well, I think I'm free in 3 weeks. And I was like, what? No, I was like, this sucks. Once again, if anything, I've proven post-COVID dating sucks. I took time off from the last time I went dating, just as bad. Months did not change the outcome here. I think what I need in my life is someone who is both as crazy as me, but also smart enough to know when not to be crazy. And I don't think a person exists, unfortunately.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, so I'll go to the grave alone, but it's all right. I have a good time. It's been fun, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, at least you'll have a good time.
Yeah, I was like, oh, come on. Crendor was bad. Like, it was bad. Like, because the whole thing is they message you with prompts. And so this one, because, again, I connected my Instagram. This one woman responds like, oh, my God, your parents seem so lovely. And I respond, yeah, you know, they're pretty great. They're wacky. This was a fun time to have with them. It was literally a response to the video that I did for Final Fantasy 14.
Wait,
and so
hold on. When you say prompts, what do you mean? You have to respond with prompts?
So basically, when you post a photo, you don't have to, but in order to start conversations better, there are prompts that it puts in. So it'll be like, this is me on a Monday morning, and then you post a photo, right?
Oh, I see.
Or
okay.
One of my favorite things to do is, and then you post a photo, or a video, or you write something. And so all I did was, I did all that stuff, but then at the very bottom, I linked to my Instagram, because that's where all my photos came from, because I'm very lazy when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
And the Instagram, the very first thing on it is me and my parents doing that ad for Final Fantasy 14. And so she responded to that, not anything on my profile, but to that. And she said, her prompt to me was, your parents seem really nice, or whatever the hell she said. And I responded back that, yeah, they're pretty great. And, you know, they're just parents, and we get goofy together, and it's fun. And I'm, you know, I was happy to have them there. And they got to see what my job was. And I tried to, like, be descriptive enough so that she would have stuff to come back to me with, right? To continue the conversation.
Yeah.
And she came back to me with, like, yeah, I just really laughed at the video. Your parents seem awesome. Okay, so I responded, and then she starts. She's like, "So what do you do? What's your job?" Like, and I was like, "Oh, well,
Paul Blart Mall Cop."
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get laid, so I'm not going to say that.
Yeah,
but I'm also not going to be like, I'm a YouTuber, because there's never a clearer way to turn someone off unless they're into YouTube. But you don't know that about people. And so I was like, I run a production company and we do fun stuff like this all the time. And I make video games and I have all these other things. But I'm dropping paragraphs of information and she responds in 1-sentence lines, which to me, as a person trying to figure out if I'm going to be into you, is a big no-no. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
It was like when you are doing an interview with a person and you're like, so what was it like out there? How was the game? All right. And how do you think you played? Pretty good. Like that. That's what it was like.
Yeah.
It felt like that. And that's a terrible feeling because it's all one-sided and you're putting in all this energy. So eventually I was like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to respond. And I was waiting for her to hit me back up with a follow-up, So I kept responding to her and then eventually I just stopped responding. So I hoped she would hit me with a question or anything. 3 days go by, nothing. I'm like, all right, delete. I'm like, I got no time for this. And it's that was roughly what it was. If I wasn't asking or investing in the conversation, they were not invested in it as well.
No.
And I guess I get it because as a woman on those sites, you probably have 80 guys hitting you up at once, so you're just going back and forth.
Probably.
That sucks. I don't want to be involved in that. I would rather have someone who wants to talk to me, who is like hitting me up because they care. That someone's into you when they just want to be around you or talk to you. None of that happens on these things. So I was like, nah, I'm out. I ain't got time for this shit.
How do you know it was another crypto bot?
Don't care. They, at least the crypto bot seemed to want to be around me. They wanted my money.
That's true. They did.
Yeah. The crypto bot constantly sent me messages. This person must have been real because they didn't give a shit.
That checks
after
out.
the first initial rush of them talking to me, it's very obvious they were like, all right, well, that was fun. I was like, this sucks. This app sucks.
That makes you. It makes me think though. Like if they're talking to so many different people, then are the other people just do they respond the same way to them, or do they respond in more depth to some? Maybe there's something they like more. Maybe they don't care about YouTube, but then someone else is like, "Man, I love rock climbing," and they're like, "Oh my god, I love rock climbing," and then they actually talk more about it.
Sure, I would have to imagine that's the case, but most of the people messaging me aren't the rock climbing people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there are a lot of the time on that app, it says like, this person and you, all of your things match. You definitely should message them.
Yeah.
And I go look at their profile and it'll be like, huge rock climber. I love surfing. And I was like, no. I don't know what this app thought that we had in common, but no, I'm not going to go surfing with you. No, that's where sharks live. No, thank you.
I don't know. I feel like with those dating sites, they would always, I haven't used one in like 10 years, so I have no idea. haven't used the, what do you call it? The phone once. Thank God, because I wouldn't want to be doing it. But like, I remember, I think I used OkCupid like 11 years ago. And I used it for like 2 days, and then I deleted it. And it was that same shit where they're like, do you like horseback riding? Do you like this? And they're like, it was a 99% match. And it was like not a match at all. And I was like, this place sucks.
And I understand that being different, having differences can make relationships fun because they can do stuff you like and you can do stuff that they like. And it makes the outings like, I get that. And I very much think that is something that is, pretty fun in relationships. But if you don't have a base understanding, like if I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. If that's where you're at, that's a rough place to start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not easy.
You need like something. You need like one thing at least. Like one, because then you can build out from there.
And that's the problem is I was trying to find that example for the girl who messaged me about my parents. I was trying to find that. And every time I kept asking her more questions, she kept bringing it back to family. So I thought like, oh, maybe family's very important to her. So I kept asking her questions about her family. And every time she answered, it seems like she was estranged from her family. Like the way she responded to things. She's like, well, I don't see my parents that much. I'm like, what? What? So I was like, oh, maybe she's kind of looking for a guy who has a good relationship with his parents because she's looking for that as well, right? She's looking for that found family thing. But we never got there because she'd write in one sentence like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. I was like, oh my God, you suck. You suck. So, yeah. And then my strategy was I'd get to a point where they were just not, the conversation was not going anywhere and it was just stagnant. And I was like, if this was a real life date, I would have been like, oh, what a waste of my time. So I just stopped responding. And my hope would be that these women would then respond to me, because actually I'm looking for someone that I hate that thing where it's like, all right, you don't respond, you make sure he texts you, and then also you wait 3 days to, like, that kind of, I'm over games. I just want someone who knows what's up, and so I just wait. I'd be like, all right, I was the last message, and she said, that's cool, or whatever the heck she said. There was no follow-up, right? Mm-hmm. And then I just would wait and be like, all right, if they want to say something to me. And they never did, ever. All 3, never. And I was like, fine, bye. And then I kept deleting it, and then I noticed that it kept matching me with people that I was like, I have no interest in this person at all. At all. They look so boring. And I realized it's because I'm just getting older, that most of the people, like, one of the people I matched with was a teacher, and she seemed so much like, she and I actually clicked. I felt like we clicked. I was like, oh wow, she seems amazing. And she's like down the road in LA. And then she's like, mind the way, there was no indication of this, by the way, of the next part on her profile at all. She's like, yeah, you know, it's really tough raising 3 kids by yourself. And I was like, whoa. I was like, 1 kid, I might be able to be like, you know what? I can handle 1 kid. Right. Like, maybe that's what I need in my life, is someone who just has a kid already, and so I don't have to go through the whole, like, raising them from a baby, so I don't have to live that part, right?
Right.
I might love that. But she's like, I got 3 kids. I was like,
Well, it's like
no.
not on her profile thing.
Yeah, I was like, you can't just come out the gate with that a day after we start talking. Like, nah. So I realize where I'm at in life. I don't have that many options, but let me tell you, the options that were available on Hinge sucked. And I was like, goodbye, delete.
So really all you got on Hinge was almost crypto scammed and ignored.
Yeah, almost crypto scammed, ignored. Here's the thing. There were a lot of very, very attractive women on there, but it would be like 27. I'm like, why is it giving me 27-year-olds? That the age difference is too dramatic. Like, here's the thing.
I mean, there's definitely people out there.
Well, you see, let me finish.
All right.
I would 100% sleep with a 27-year-old. That's not a problem. But would I date a 27-year-old? Not in your life. I guess what I'm saying is there are 27-year-olds out there who like want to get down to Bone Town. Let me know, but I won't be dating. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, checks out.
I mean, we could date if like we moved to Bone Town and that's like all we did. That could be fun. But also, I gotta talk to you about things.
That's a tombstone quote. I gotta talk to you about things.
I'll never, this might have been 11 or 12 years ago. I'll never forget. I hooked up with this girl, and after we were done, wink, I literally realized like, oh no, we have to talk about something, anything. Crendor, she was dumb. Like dumb. Like dumb.
We need an example.
We were in my living. This was, oh my God, my very first apartment in LA. Mm. And we were watching TV. And she said something about what was on TV. And it was, I don't remember what it was, but it was on the level of flat earth shit. And I was like, oh no. I have made a terrible mistake.
Was it on the level of like when we were at the museum and that girl was like, meteors? I don't think so.
Imagine that, but said in like a Valley Girl voice.
All right, yeah.
Meteors? Like, it was that kind of where immediately. It wasn't like, usually with me, when I'm in a relationship with someone, I will give them a chance, sometimes way too many chances and sometimes far too long. But this was an immediate like, nope, Jesse, wrap this situation up. Get her out of the apartment somehow. You got to move on from this, buddy. You made a mistake. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
So, and this again, all these stories are another example of why I shall die alone. So
the puzzle pieces are just slowly coming together. Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you?
I'm doing all right. Oh yeah, remember I mentioned my heart palpitations weeks
I do.
ago?
Yes.
I saw the doctor about it, and then he listened to my heart, and he was like, "You don't got any clicks or gallops or whatever the shit you can hear on a stethoscope." So I was like, "Well, that's good." And then they did an EKG, and they're like, "No, that looks fine." And
It would be amazing if he was like, "No, you want gallops. You have no gallops. You're technically dead."
And then he's like, "I mean, yeah, you're probably fine. We could do the 24-hour monitor where they like put the little electrodes on you and they watch you for 24 hours." So he was like, "You could do that, but I think you're all right." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And honestly, I haven't really had him as much.
I would love it if you're so Crendor that you are mistaking excitement for heart palpitations. You're like, "I've never been so excited in my life. My heart is pounding so quickly."
Yeah, well, then I talked to my dad, and my dad's like, "I wore the monitor. I had it. I had palpitations. Same thing. They found nothing. And I was like, "All right." So I guess that runs in the family.
That's such a weird thing to run in the family.
Yeah,
Thankfully, it doesn't gallop. No galloping
no
in the
gallops.
family.
So that was the thing. Then, oh my God. Then the other week, I think I was going to bring this up last week, but I forgot. So I had Metamucil, but I don't think I drank enough water with it. Because you're supposed to, when you have Metamucil, you like stir it up. Because it's like fiber, right? But it's...
I don't like where this story's going.
Well, I didn't drink enough water with it. And so I just got so bloated and nauseous. I was like, oh, and that was a terrible 24 hours of just feeling bloated and nauseous and like, ugh, but I didn't throw up or anything. It just felt awful. Don't do that.
It happened to me the other day. Except not with Metamucil. I just, for lunch, had a buffalo chicken grilled cheese sandwich from this place up the street.
Oh my God.
Delicious. At the time, so good. It was like buffalo sauce, chicken, and grilled cheese is so good. 5 hours later, I was like, what have I... Oh, Jesse, what? Why? I think I inflated to like twice my size. I don't know what. I was like all gas. I couldn't move 5 feet without like toot, toot, toot. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was in that sandwich, but I was like, oh no. It was rough, man.
Yeah, the gas will get you.
Yeah. It was a gassy boy. You could have powered a small town on me.
Just some guys like, "Bear, we're out of gas." It's like, "Get the man that ate that buffalo chicken grilled cheese." It's like, "Oh my God, someone ate that. Bring him in." They just hook you up. I don't know how they hook you up, but they hook you up.
I don't want to think about that. That's all the tubes in the wrong places.
It'd probably help you out. Get all the gas out.
I mean, it would. It would. That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. I also watched a thing. There's some dude who had to get his, like, he had a bowel obstruction. Had to get part of his colon removed because he just ate Metamucil on a sandwich, and he just kept eating it.
Can I ask you a question?
All right.
When you this is exactly what this sounds like. When you drank that Metamucil and you felt bad,
Right.
did you then go on the internet and look up the worst possible Metamucil things you could find?
You would think that, but I actually watched this one like months ago.
Oh, okay. I thought that this was directly connected.
It's
you were like, "Am I gonna die to Metamucil?" No. And then that's the first thing that popped up. Is a guy who's like, "Hey, cut part of me out."
No, is that weird emu? What's it called? Where he does all the weird medical stories? Something emu. And he's just like, "This is what happened when this man ate a sandwich made of Metamucil. He put Metamucil on his sandwich, spreading it all over the sandwich." And
Chubby emu?
Yeah, that one. He just does a bunch of weird, like, "This man drank 45 energy drinks, and this is what happened."
You're not even exaggerating on these titles.
Yeah.
A toddler drank his mom's essential oils. This is what happened. Woman drank 35% food-grade hydrogen peroxide. This is what happened.
And newsflash, most of the time what happens is they die, almost die, or go through extreme pain. It's usually what it is.
I feel like there's a lesson to be learned here.
Mm-hmm. They're like, "Oh, he ate like the entire bottle of gummies for vitamin gummies or whatever." And they're like, "Oh, they had calcium poisoning," or something. Like, I don't know. So yeah, just don't do any of those things.
I am blown away that there is a highly successful. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be. There's a highly successful YouTube channel that's like, don't do this dumb thing because this is what happened. But I guess a lot of people
want to know what happens.
Yeah, they do. Like I mean, I do. Yeah, I'm over here like, what did happen to that toddler who drank the mom's essential oils?
Yeah. Like turned into an X-Man. So it's like
those were essential.
The most honestly, he'd probably be more useful than some of the other X-Men, to be honest. There's some like useless ones.
This is, oh my God, I'm looking at them right now. This is amazing. A student ate 108 gummy antacids for breakfast. This is what happened. A man drank 6 glow sticks for dinner. This is what happened.
He's sitting around like, man, I'm hungry. What do we got around? Glow sticks. I gotta eat 6 of these.
Amazing. A woman ate 23 bananas after fasting for 7 days. This is what happened. A TikToker chugged 8 scoops of pre-workout. Well, first off, it says don't do that.
Yeah. Like, I had a bad time having like 1 tablespoon or whatever it is of the Meetingamucil and not drinking enough water. This dude like had like probably 30 and didn't drink any. Like, my God, no wonder his colon like blew up.
This is amazing. And then he has like normal medicine. Wait, what? This is why I get caught with clickbait. A grandma ate cookie dough for lunch every week. This is what happened. But the image is of a broken foot. Did she break her foot? What does that have to do with it? Now I'm interested. Now I need to know.
Yeah, we need to know.
He got me.
See, like, why are we doing this? We could be rich.
We're really bad at this whole thing, aren't we?
Yeah.
We suck at this.
Yeah. Oh my God. So anyway, that was my Meetingamucil story. And then
this is good.
We saw Batman. Saw a new Batman.
I loved it. I thought that was a great movie.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I gave it like a 85%.
I'll take it. I'll take an 85. I think there was some parts towards the end that I thought were a little fast.
Yeah, I thought that too.
But I guess when you're already at 3 hours, making it longer is kind of like, we probably shouldn't.
My favorite parts of the movie that were like the cheesiest were the dude from Westworld that kept being like, Jesus.
Actually, I was talking with Octo the other day about it, and that was his least favorite part, because he was like, he seemed like a guy from a Key and Peele sketch, and he's actually kind of right, but I don't care, because I loved the way he played Gordon. Like, goddamn Batman. I was like,
Jesus. And then my favorite, I don't know if they did it just for fun at the end, but then Catwoman's like, Jesus. I was like, that's not your line.
She stole his line.
And then I love how the Penguin is like the most stereotypical Italian man.
Hey, wise guy.
You think of my pizza and goes over there, you think of the Batman.
My absolute favorite part is him being like, hey, don't you speak Spanish? Am I the only one who speaks Spanish? El Rata. That shit was hilarious. Yeah. I love that scene.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. And then I thought the Riddler guy was pretty good.
Yeah, Paul Dano's like a really great actor. The problem is because he like looks like he should be doing a podcast. Yeah. He always gets put in like the squirreliest, nerdiest roles.
Yeah, he does look very nerdy.
Oh yeah, like, even him in the movie is really not that far off from him in real life. They just gave him awful looking glasses, but like if you move past that, he looks roughly the same.
Yeah, he really does. It's like always. Oh my, and then. I guess I wouldn't spoil the end, but can they just like do different villains?
You know what? I would be excited if they kept dropping, like Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
How it was kind of like Thanos hints throughout most of the Avengers movies, then eventually got to Thanos.
Yeah.
I'd be very happy if they did things like Mr. Freeze, but like a good one.
Yeah, not the like.
And then like a court of owls. Yeah. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Right? You know?
Yeah, like an actual good Mr. Freeze that has...
Yeah, with like a good story.
Yeah.
And it's actually about him trying to save his wife and instead of him just like with one-liners and shit.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun. Or if they did the Court of Owls, like kind of a lesser known but equally cool Batman thing. Stuff like that. And then eventually they could get to some of the like bigger ones that we know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be, I mean, there's some like Clayface they couldn't do, but that would be fun. You know, there's a lot of Batman. He has a wide variety of rogues in his gallery, and I don't think that they tap into them enough. I agree. I think, you know, doing Two-Face and Joker, and like they're doing Penguin anyway, but it feels like Penguin's a through line, which I think is very good, that he's kind of like not the main villain. He's just going to be there, which is fun.
Yeah. It's, I like that. So, I mean, overall, and I'm pretty picky with superhero movies, and I actually enjoyed it. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was less superhero, more detective, which I love.
Yeah.
I love that it was kind of a detective film. That's a chill vibe. And it was also some parts, dude, that one scene where he was standing in the background, that's scary as shit, like towards the beginning of the movie.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Dude, I was like, is this a horror film Batman movie? I was like, this is great.
Yeah. So it was good stuff. So we saw that. Let's see. I mean, what did I do here? I mean, that was pretty much most of the stuff I did. And then I just had this kind of... I've been feeling like I want to get stuff done. I guess the spring coming in. You know, the spring cleaning vibe.
Yeah, you actually have seasons, so it's starting to warm up, and it's starting to like... You know, you want to get outside and do stuff now. I feel that.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to like clean. I want to like organize. I want to like just even like video wise. Like I want to make videos. Like I gotta make more videos. I gotta do some stuff. Like I got that vibe. Even like my Patreon. I'm like, what is this place? I do like 3 things. I gotta do like more Patreon stuff. You know?
Yeah, I 100% have that vibe. And last night, in fact, I was laying in bed and I was like, I gotta step it up, man. I'm doing so much stuff, but I'm just kind of doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going through the motions. I need to, like, find my fire. And so I was in bed last night like, I'm doing this today. Tomorrow I'm waking up and I'm going to kick some ass. Today I woke up and was like, oh, shit, I don't have any socks. So instead of kicking ass, I did laundry.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Well,
That'll happen. I'm just like, dude, tomorrow, oh, my God, I'm going to do so many things. I'm going to make a Patreon thing. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to, like, stream. I'm going to do this. And I wake up and like, my tummy kind of hurt. I'm going to lay down.
Yeah, I was like, oh, man, I'm going to get up and do this stuff. I can't wait. Woke up, had no socks. So then I had to do laundry. And then I was like, oh, man, I need milk. So then I went to the grocery store. And then I got back and was like, all right, I can't wait. I'm going to, like, go and do these podcasts and record a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to edit a bunch of stuff and get stuff done before Monday. And then it was like 2 in the afternoon, and I was like, oh no, I have to do this thing for Chilluminati. Oh my, so like everything just stopped. That's my problem, is I'm always like, all right, I'm ready. And then I realize, oh, responsibilities. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do it tomorrow.
Hate responsibilities.
I know, what the hell?
That's dumb.
I saw a very funny tweet that it was this video of this girl, and she was like, no, I think I'm onto conspiracy theory. I just want to put this out there. If you were born in the 80s or 90s, this is like a Mandela effect thing. Do you remember a time where we didn't have to pay for anything? We didn't have bills, and it's just like her listing off all these things. And it's like, oh, you mean childhood? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Honestly, I was lucky. I could like live at home and like make YouTube videos and then be like, all right, I'm good now. Like I had that luxury. Some people, like my one friend, he's got kicked out of his house. Although he was smoking a lot of weed. But he didn't get kicked out.
Yeah, that was I was very fortunate myself as well that after high school I left, but it wasn't like you can never come home. It was like I left because I was like, yo, I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So I got a job at a movie theater and I like moved in with some friend, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I lost all of it and had to move back home anyway, so, you know. But for a while, I was kind of doing my own thing, and that was great.
Yeah.
And then, my parents were there for college whenever I needed to, like, go home. I even went, and during, 1 year of college, I went home rather than, like, stay and move into a place because my roommate at the time dropped out. So he's like, well, I can't afford rent anymore, so I had to leave my roommate. And I was like, well, I don't have a place to stay, and I can't get back into the dorms. My parents were like, come on, move home. So I spent a year of college at home. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, my parents were like that too. They're just like, if you ever want to come home. Although now, like, married and stuff, I don't think that I don't think it goes well. Although,
no.
They'd just be like, you guys can have the guest room. Like, no.
Here's the thing. My parents would absolutely do that as well. But my dad would be like, I don't want to catch you and your wife sleeping together. It's like, what? It's like, under my roof, separate beds. Okay, dude.
It's gonna be like the 1930s in the Catholic Church.
Yeah,
right.
He has a very weird attitude about stuff like that, and it's strange, and I don't know why, because it's not who he is as a person.
Yeah.
But I guess he's like trying to do right by me, but it's very weird.
You know what else is weird? Daylight savings time.
Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
It's dumb. Just keep it how it is right now. We get our extra light, okay? When the winter hits, who cares? Just keep it going. We don't need it.
Yeah, I don't care if it's extra dark in the winter. What blows my mind is that everyone keeps saying, well, the farmers need it. Every farmer they ask is like, nah, that's just terrible.
Yeah. That's okay. There's got to be. Okay, why do we need daylight savings? Let's see what's
the answer will not please you. I'm going to let you know. You're not going to be like, well, that's definitive.
Okay, this says it saves energy.
I guess they're saying because it's less dark, you will use less power to, like if you move the hours, you'll use less power, but that's still stupid.
Yeah, that's
because if it's darker, then you'll just like go to bed or like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see. We got 5 reasons why.
Wait, if it's summer, don't we use more energy for like air conditioning and shit?
Yeah, probably.
None of it makes sense, man.
All right, this is 5 reasons we should keep it forever. Let's see what this person says.
Here we go.
Number 5, lives would be saved.
What does that even mean?
The evening rush hour is twice as fatal as the morning for various reasons. Far more people are on the road, alcohol in drivers' bloodstreams. People are in a hurry to get home, and children are enjoying outdoor unsupervised play. Fatal vehicle on pedestrian crashes increases 3-fold when the sun goes down. Daylight savings time brings an extra hour of sunlight into the evening to mitigate those risks. Standard time is precisely the opposite impact by moving sunlight into the morning. Wait,
question. Whoa.
Wait, that's
then
what we wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, wait, why don't we just keep it when it falls back an hour?
Yeah.
Why don't we just keep it at that permanently then?
Or wait, no, we'd keep it when it goes ahead.
Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Why don't we just pick one where there's more daylight than darkness and just go with that?
Yeah.
Then?
It'd be what we just did, because we spring ahead, so we get more light, so we're saving daylight. So we're in daylight savings time, which is, oh yeah, I guess this is an article for what we want. Okay, never mind. This article's good.
Did we just read a thing like, well, this guy's an idiot. Wait, nope, he's on our side.
All right, here we go. This one's better. Okay, we got 3 pros and 3 cons. Pro. Daylight savings time, longer daylight hours, promotes safety, good for economy, and promotes active lifestyles. Okay, those are 3 pros. Cons. Bad for your health. What?
Wait, what? You can't say it's promotes. What? What?
Changing sleep patterns, even by an hour, goes against the person's natural circadian rhythm's negative consequences. One study found that heart attacks increased 10% Monday and Tuesday following the springtime change. Researchers found an increase in cluster headaches. What's a reason to get rid of it? That's the reason to get rid of it.
Go back to, what are the 3 good things again really quickly?
Longer daylight promotes safety. It promotes good economy. And it promotes active lifestyles because you go outside because it's bright.
So the active lifestyle bit is the healthy bit.
Yeah.
But then they go on to say it hurts your health.
Well, it hurts because we have to go back and forth. So when you change your circadian rhythm by an hour, it throws everybody off, especially like older people or people at more of a risk, which is more of a reason.
But they're saying like more people are gonna have heart attacks. So like the counterbalance here is, well, you get outside more, you can get some more exercise, or you have a heart attack.
Yes.
So why don't you just tell people like, hey, we're setting a time. You have these hours. It's just a lot of work for not a lot of payoff.
It's dumb. We should just keep it how it is right now. Keep the extra light. Move on.
Yeah, we clearly are not the authority in what's good or bad about this, but even we know it's just dumb.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't know how we haven't changed it yet. Like, who's lobbying for this? We need the clock change. Like, what?
I'm actually going to look that up. Who is lobbying for daylight savings?
It's got to be the electric companies. The electric
Stakeholders
companies.
of daylight savings time. Oh, yeah. Give me something good. Daylight saving time's proponents. One of the strongest advocates for setting clocks ahead in the summer was turn-of-the-century Brit named... I don't care about turn-of-the-century Brit guy. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. Oh, this checks out. All right. Here are some of the people that lobby for it. The golf industry. The grills and charcoal industry. The Clorox industry, because then there's all the cleaning that goes on with maintaining grills and charcoals. Like, basically all the outdoors industries are kind of like, yeah, let's mess with the times. There's more daylight.
But they would get more daylight anyway if we just kept the daylight one.
Yeah, look, agreed. But I think because the way the sun changes and our distance to the sun, that there would be... Like, not the sun changes, the Earth rotates in our distance. The way the sun... the sun's got mood swings. But, like, our distance... Basically, eventually, there would be, no matter what, more darkness than daylight if we just didn't change anything.
I see.
And so if we kept it is as it is now, eventually there'd be more dark. But then it'd go back to more light.
Yeah. Exactly. It's going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And, like, wouldn't it just depend on when the darkness and the light is? Like, I think when we fall back an hour in the winter, it gets darker at, like, 4:30 p.m., but it would get darker at 5:30 p.m. instead. I think it would just be darker in the morning. Like, who cares? It's the morning. Just sleep.
Oh, here's some more stuff on it, too. Many people choose to stay out later during this time period, running errands, for instance. Also, virtually all retail outfits benefit. So if you have a store, you benefit because people can come out later.
Yeah.
And then people, they drive, so that means... like petroleum producing companies get benefit out of more driving during the daytime because, like you said, less people want to drive at night, more accidents, whatever. And so there's more daytime. So I can understand why there's a ton of money involved in the whole, like, keep it going.
Yeah. This sucks.
It does suck.
So yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, you know what doesn't suck and can help you sleep?
Whoa.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Calm. Hey, if you're trying to sleep, even with this whole daylight saving times thing happening,
Yeah.
or if you're just, trying to take care of yourself and live a better life, whether it's taking longer baths or going on evening strolls, right? Walking around or indulging in a midday nap, Calm can help you with your self-care rituals and take your wellness to another level. Calm is the #1 mental wellness app to give you the tools you need to improve the way you feel. Reduce stress and anxiety through guided meditations, improve focus with curated music tracks, and rest and recharge with Calm's imaginative sleep stories for children and adults. There's even new daily movement sessions that are designed to get you moving and uplift your mind, right? I've said this before. I'll say it again. I wake up, put it on. I'm laying there in bed, and she's just like, let's breathe. Let's just try breathing. And it's like 10 minutes of just, I'm getting in the mood. And I'm telling you, just breathing, you forget to do that. Just to, like, suck in a bunch of air to start your day. It changes your morning. If you go to calm.com/Cox, you'll get a special offer for 40% off a Calm premium subscription, and new content is added every single week. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds. Calm is ready to help you stress less, sleep more, and live happier and a healthier lifestyle. If you're listening right now, Calm is offering you that exclusive 40% off Calm premium subscription. So go to calm.com/Cox. That's CALM.com/Cox to get 40% off and unlimited access to Calm's entire library. That's calm.com/Cox. All right, let's go to shopping. Someone's got how's that traffic out there?
Oh boy, traffic out there is trafficy because it is more daylight, people going outside just like we said, and it's getting wacky wild, it's getting warmer. So a lot of traffic out there, big time traffic. Also, okay, what was I gonna say? Elden Ring, am I right?
You are right.
Back to you.
Yeah, you are correct. Elden Ring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You played Elden Ring. I almost forgot.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Fun time. I explored. At one point, Gerard and Octo both came and, helped me murder a castle. And I found a new spell that shoots black fireballs. Come on. Black fireballs? That's where it's at. So, life is great.
Yeah. I've continued my pacifist run. 44 hours in. And I've had
That's beautiful.
even more people help me kill stuff, as well as my +10 summon that I just bust out and I buff him up and he goes and tries to kill stuff. It's pretty good.
That's amazing. That's very good.
Yeah, so again, I still get people being like, Crendor, I thought you weren't going to play this game. And I'm like, I'm kind of not.
Yeah. You're experiencing it, man.
That's all I want. I just want to experience. I want to explore.
I'm in the same boat. Octo's like, all right, we're going to go over here and kill this thing. I'm like, what if I went over here and saw what this was instead? And he's like, oh, my God.
It's what it's about. You got to explore. So,
yeah, I'm having a good time.
Yeah. That's the traffic.
Okay. Let's go to weather.
All right, let's see. Do we have any weather requests? I was looking through the comments for a weather request, and someone said the show is like comforting soup, not necessarily good, but it is reliable and brings comfort. I wouldn't even say the show's reliable, honestly.
That is both the most accurate and most heartbreaking thing I've ever heard. This show isn't great, but you know what? It's like soup your mom makes. You say you like it anyway.
Someone says this isn't on Apple Podcast. Also, yeah, I don't know what happened, but people were like, it's not going up on Apple, Spotify, whatever, all right?
I can tell you what happened. So when I uploaded the video originally, the last episode, there was a part of the video that the audio that was not rendered or something. So if you looked at the timeline, there was 30 seconds, there was nothing there. Oh. And I went and looked at the file and it was there, it was working. So then there's a button on SoundCloud that says re-upload file. So I re-uploaded the file, and I think what ended up happening is, even though on SoundCloud it was still there and nothing had changed and the file was different, the RSS feed that sends out to, iTunes or Spotify or whatever, that deleted the episode. And so then I later in the week I re-uploaded it after you messaged me like, bro, it's not up. So
yeah.
It's up now. It should be, at least. There should be one called re-uploaded.
All right, fantastic. So
yeah.
there you
go. So now you know the behind the scenes of our awesome workings here in the podcast.
Yeah, and if you missed last week, go listen to it now, because there you go.
Yeah.
Or you go on the YouTube. YouTube. I don't know what I just said. There's also a comment. Someone just says, I don't agree with Jesse. That's all I said.
In general?
That someone commented and said, on
in life?
What? They never responded. They just said, I don't agree. All right.
You know what? That's all right. You want to be the first. I like the honesty, though. I don't agree with Jesse. That's just...
Yeah. Yes, man.
That's just it.
So I found one weather request. They want Trenton, New Jersey. All right.
Yeah, great.
Trenton, New Jersey. I'll bust out the whoppy for this one. Come on. Bob, activate. 31 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy. Day, 36. Night, 28. Weather today, Trenton, New Jersey, 31 degrees Fahrenheit. High, low, 28. Humidity, 54%. Pressure, 30.26 inches. Visibility, 10 miles. Wind, 2 miles per hour. Sunrise, 7:13 a.m. Sunset, 7:03 p.m. Dew point, 17. UV index, 0. Moon phase, waxing gibbous. 10-day, Monday, 58 degrees, mostly sunny. Tuesday, 66, partly cloudy. Wednesday, mostly sunny, 67. Thursday, 60 degrees, showers. Friday, 72, partly cloudy. Saturday, showers, 63. Sunday, 56 degrees, partly cloud.
We still need to get that guy fixed.
All right.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Sports time. So, big sports news that broke today. Tom Brady has unretired.
Of course, that was going to happen.
And, yep, he was retired for a little under 2 months, and he's coming back.
Who is he going to play for? What is? Wait.
He's going back to the
what?
Buccaneers again.
How do you think that? What do you think happened there?
He probably just after like 6 weeks or whatever, he's just like, man, I'm bored.
But like, it's still the off season. You're allowed to be bored. If he during the next season was like, yeah, shoot, I wish I was playing. That would make sense. He preempted his own boredom by being like, no, I ain't gonna let it happen.
He probably like talked with his family and just like, hey, you guys care if I play another year or something? They're probably whatever.
In my head, it's like he spent 6 weeks with his family and then was like, no, I'd rather be playing football. This is coming from a guy who got dumped by a bot, so whatever. But
Yeah, that's true. So that was the big story. Then we also have NBA standings. We got the Miami Heat up at the top, 76ers, Bucks right behind. Then we got the Bulls, then the Celtics, then the Cavs, and Raptors, Nets, Hornets, Hawks. Then we have the West, which is the Suns, who have already clinched a playoff spot. The Grizzlies, the Warriors, the Jazz, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves, Clippers, Lakers, and Pelicans.
Pelicans, man.
New Orleans Pelicans. Then we had baseball news. That's right. Baseball will return after their big lockout thing. So, baseball will be coming back because some people thought it wasn't going to happen. But it is. And it'll be starting up, I believe, Thursday for spring training. And then the new season will be happening shortly after. So, baseball, they're going to fit in all 8,000 games. Then we had...
Are they really doing that? That's like a bunch of doubleheaders.
Well, I guess they didn't miss too much time from their lockout thing. So...
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But, where am I? Hockey. Panthers up at the top with the Lightning. You got the Hurricanes with the Penguins behind them. You got the Avalanche way up there. And then you got the Calgary Flames with the Kings right behind. And those are the main hockey teams. And, March Madness. I think March Madness actually starts this week. Hold on here.
March. No, the madness is here.
The madness is here. I always love doing a bracket. It starts on Tuesday. Ooh.
I'm going to let you know, I think the brackets are actually more fun than actual March Madness. The brackets, and then like going to a bar and eating like a buffalo chicken sandwich with a beer is more fun than actual March Madness.
Yeah, that's part of the fun. Is like there's so many games happening, and then you get your beer, you get your buffalo chicken, you get your stomach pain and bloating.
I pay extra for that.
It's a good time. And then you do your bracket, and you have no idea what teams are good outside of like a couple of them, and you're like, who's this Longwood against Tennessee? I gotta go Longwood in this one.
You gotta go with Longwood every time. If you see those two, you gotta go Longwood.
Gotta go Longwood. So yeah, pretty much that's part of the fun. So it'll be madness, and this is the sports.
All right. What is our fact of the day?
This fact is going to blow your mind. Are you ready?
I mean, I'm ready. We'll see.
There's a device that creates energy from snowfall.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know this. All right, let's see.
How does that? Is it the water, or because snowfall? It doesn't seem like there's a lot of potential energy in snow lightly falling.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Here we go. It's pretty darn impressive that scientists have been able to harness energy from the sun, wind, and water, providing us with all kinds of alternative sources of power. And now they've managed to create energy from snowfall. According to a 2019 study in the journal Nanoenergy, engineers and chemists from the University of California, Los Angeles, the place with the most snow, have developed a device made of silicone that can harness a charge from static electricity. Snow is positively charged and gives up electrons, while silicone is negatively charged and accepts electrons. So as the snow lands on the silicone, a charge is produced and then captured. Think of it like a spark of energy you create when you rub a balloon against your hair.
What?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Why? What?
I don't
Okay.
know.
What?
Snow energy. Like this was. Is anybody doing anything with this? Everybody references this 2019 study, but like nobody's done anything with it.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like one of those things where they talk about we found a new thing and we're gonna test it a bunch, and until we have the tests run, we really aren't doing anything with it yet, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because I mean, it's been like what 2.5 years since this study. There's gotta be some stuff, but that's like all I can find. Either way, I guess we can use any weather for energy at this point.
I mean, hey, that is one of the signs of us progressing as a civilization. Like the ability to harness the planet in unexpected ways, like stop hurricanes and stuff.
Yeah, that is true.
So, hey, here's to the future. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up to the future. Nice. Very nice.
All of the thumbs.
So many thumbs. All right. That's the fact of the day.
Big news story. Hit us. Let's go.
Big news story. This one we've gotten tweeted. I've seen it. Here we go. Florida man asks police to test meth for authenticity.
Well, I mean, if you're going to go to anyone, the police, they would know.
That's true. They would know. Officers said they would be happy to test the authenticity of illegal narcotics for anyone else who might be questioning what they purchased. A Florida man.
Florida man. I knew this story was going.
Yeah.
A Florida man. Yeah.
A Florida man was arrested after he called police and asked them to test his methamphetamine's authenticity. Thomas Eugene Colucci of Spring Hill called the Hernando County Sheriff's Office on Thursday asking for officers to test meth he had recently purchased. Colucci told officers he was, quote, an experienced drug user and believed he had been sold bath salts instead of meth. They said he told police he knew what it should feel like and the substance wasn't producing the desired effect.
See, he knew something was up.
He knew
you know
something
what?
was
The
up.
police should have helped him. The police should have helped him out.
Colucci said he wanted the police to test the meth so others wouldn't buy fake meth from the person who sold it to him.
He's looking out for the community. I don't
Look at
understand
that.
the problem here.
Yeah, all right. This guy's a friendly meth guy. And he probably bought it from Tito Watts or some shit.
Tito Watts making a surprising amount of money off Florida, man.
He is. They tested it and found out it was meth. So.
And then what happened? Did they arrest him?
They arrested Colucci and took him to a hospital for a medical evaluation before they took him to the detention center.
They thought he was crazy. They were like, well, we got it. This guy must be crazy. No, this dude was like, look, I bought these drugs. Something's off about them. I want to make sure no one else buys these drugs. Dude is trying to help the community, and he's addicted to meth.
I mean,
he's better than most actual, non-meth users.
I mean, here's the thing. I'd agree with you if you took it to them and they're like, you know what? You're right. This isn't meth. But it was meth.
But even if... But I guarantee they'd still arrest him if it was, not meth, and they were like, well, dude, you were trying to buy meth. That's a crime.
They
you know
probably
what I mean?
would, but I'm just saying, it was still meth. He was a bad meth connoisseur. He couldn't figure it out. like this was actually meth. He said he knew what it should feel like. Does that mean he's just like, he's not as good of knowing as he thought he was?
I guess. I'm disappointed. I really want it to be like, this dude right here, he's, you know what? He's a drug addict, but that doesn't mean he's a bad person. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should go to jail. I think you should go like rehab or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Seems like jail's the bad option there, but here we are.
It does seem like that's still like, we don't want to deal with this person. Just throw him in there instead of actually, helping him.
That sucks.
That does suck.
That sucks.
Well, that's pretty much the story. I guess it kind of sucks.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or however you enjoy this podcast. Even if you don't enjoy it and it's more like a soup that you have to eat at dinner time, whatever. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We got socials, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. All one word. You can listen to all these podcasts on YouTube. Just subscribe there. You can get them uploaded to your YouTube subscription if that even works anymore. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. You can go to youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. That's where all the animations are. We're on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. Just look up Cox and Crendor. If it's uploaded properly, it usually is. You can also find us on our other things like patreon.com/Jesse Cox and patreon.com/Crendor. Maybe we'll do more over there. youtube.com/Jesse Cox, youtube.com Crendor, Twitter Jesse Cox, Twitter Crendor, Twitch Jesse Cox, Twitch Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor was taken.
Okay, that's it for us. Thanks so much. We'll see y'all next time, and as always, to be continued.